day, everyone. Welcome back to the Doc of Detox show. Today's show is called Blue Light 5G Q&A, okay? So what we're doing is we're doing a Q&A today, so you can actually call in and ask your questions, and it's your show. And so what you need to do is you need to challenge the system. You need to challenge the rules. You need to challenge your subconscious. You need to challenge everything that believes it's in the authority of your life. And that would be your subconscious, the government, the medical system, and maybe even me. So you need to understand that unless you challenge authority, all right, your life could be in danger. And if you watch the actual special, part 1 and part 2 of the 5G blue light special that I did, you would understand that there's some stuff going on, and we really need to wake up. Okay, before I go any further, we actually have a caller already. So we'll take the caller and then I'll continue from there, okay? Hello, caller? Caller? Robert?
They're good on our end.
Okay. Hello, caller? Okay, they don't know what to do, so we'll just let them go, okay? Let them go, Robert. So listen.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How can I help you?
Good. Am I on the air?
Are you what?
Am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
I had a question about your fulvic acid.
Okay, go right ahead.
Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Dr. Wolfe.
Hi, Dr. Wolfe.
Hi.
I heard that your fulvic acid was water extracted. Is that true?
Well, it's mechanically and physically extracted. Yes.
We don't know what that means, and we were hoping that you could clarify that. Is the material that you're starting with coal?
It is. Yes, that's correct. It's not. I wouldn't say it's the coal that everybody knows, but you know what I'd like to do is I will actually get my chemist to actually call you. So if you could do me a favor, okay? Because what we're doing is we're doing a blue light 5G Q&A today, okay? All right. Is that okay?
Well, it kind of seems like a cop out, Dr. Wolfe, because from my knowledge, you can't water extract coal.
Okay, for one thing, we don't water extract coal. And for another thing, what I'll do is we'll actually have...
Right, so with coal, you're getting fulvic acid from coal, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're using potassium hydroxide, which is a really toxic chemical. So how are you saying that it's water?
We're not doing that. We're not. Okay, excuse me.
Mechanically, how does that make any sense?
Okay, excuse me. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to answer your question for you thoroughly, and we will do it on Facebook, and I will put it there for you, or you can call our chemist.
Really?
I'm going to get back.
It kind of seems like what you're doing is a scam.
Okay, can you cut him off?
It seems like you're lying to your customers.
Robert?
Yeah, he's cut off.
Okay. First of all, everyone, that will be full disclosure. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to disrupt things. I don't know if he sells fulvic acid or he doesn't, but I promise that we will have full disclosure, full answer on this, and that there is no scam here, okay? I would never do that. You know, and let me just say something. It is all about integrity, isn't it? And today's show is about blue light 5G toxicity. And understand something. I don't mind people challenging me. I don't mind them challenging our products. That's absolutely fine. I just didn't want to lock horns with him. And like I said, I'll put our alchemist on the phone with him. And we'll even have our alchemist come on. And I'll have him come on and we'll actually do a video and we'll put it up about our fulvic, okay? And we'll go through everything step by step so there's full disclosure. I just didn't want to do that. And I also don't want to butt heads. That's not what this show is about. And the other thing is you're right. It's about integrity. And I hope that I make everybody understand that I live for that. Okay. I just wasn't going to do this with him right now. Okay. All right. So I just want to get back to it. I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Make sure you tune in to watch the Doc of Detox show on YouTube or Facebook. It won't always be on both because sometimes, I don't know why, but we can't post the show on YouTube. And then sometimes we can't post it on Facebook. All right. But it'll always be on one or the other. Okay. And my next upcoming show will be Transform or Conform to the Norm. And this is about basically what we're talking about right here is this. We're talking about either you're going to transform yourself, making really great decisions for yourself, loving decisions for yourself, or you're going to conform to the norm. And we already know that if you do that, you might get yourself into trouble. And that Q&A is on Tuesday, May the 28th. All right. Okay. New World Practitioner meeting is on Wednesday, May the 29th. That is a closed meeting for our practitioners. And then we have lymphatic therapy for animals is on Thursday, May the 30th. And then I'll be off to St. Petersburg, Florida. And there I will be doing part of a 21-day teaching of our whole life coach, Wolfe Deep Tissue certification, and our non-surgical certification. We still have 2 spots left if you're interested. It starts on June the 9th, okay? All right. So we have a caller. Rob, is that the same caller?
No.
All right. So let's have the caller come on.
Hello there, Dr. Wolfe. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to keep my belief systems undysfunctional after hearing that first moron call you up. I got something I want to tell that weird guy, okay? I've been using your fulvic acid eye drops and your tummy love and fulvic acid, and I'm going to say this to that moron. Sorry.
Well, let's
my
not.
beliefs are being dysfunctional right now.
Yeah, let's not do
because
that.
I'm letting that retard get under my skin. I need to take some belly button therapy, and some deep breathing, and I'll get over it. But if your fulvic acid, humic acid is derived from coal, which is a big bunch of junk, then it wouldn't have healed my mother's glaucoma, another person's glaucoma that I know. And I'll say this for the record, okay? You understand me, you more?
Okay.
Sorry, let me calm down.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
My mother had 4.
Come on. We can't do this. Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on here today between the first caller and the second caller, but the energy here, I think if it keeps going, I think we just might call this a wash. All right. Yeah. Boy, we get tested, don't we? So the bottom line is, who is responsible in healing you? Okay. It's yourself. And who's responsible for the things you say and the things you do? It's yourself. All right. And I wrote a quote here, and it's, I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost, before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I can, I am healed, I am Braveheart. This was supposed to be a Q&A today to talk about the 5G and to talk about blue light. But the reality is here, I'm not really sure why we attack each other. Mankind, humankind, we need to come together. We've got to stop killing each other, attacking each other, and we better start helping each other. You take the blue light. We didn't have to make everything in blue light. We didn't have to have blue light on our computers, blue light on our phones, blue light with all the lights in our house. Okay. Blue light on all the movies that you watch when you go to the movies. Now we're going to have faster downloads, but you need to understand that 4G, the actual frequency, it would be on top of the skin, where now 5G is going to go right into the skin. understand that blue light and 5G are actually weapons, and they will actually cause the inflammation, nervous system disruption, and they will cause mitochondrial damage within the body. And you know what? The more that we welcome AI or artificial intelligence into our life, the more it kinds to be taken away our life. You know, we have to really be with people more, okay? And be in nature more, and really learn to go directly to nature. You don't want too many steps between you and nature by the time anything gets to you. You know, nature is what we're made of, and nature is where we need to return to. All right. Do we have another caller?
No.
Okay. Anyways, if you haven't seen the Blue Light 5G special, I would suggest that you go there. Okay. All right. Oh boy. You know, today's been one of those days, okay? From the very moment that I started, and I mean one of those days that's very testing, okay? That really tests you, okay? Oh, and by the way, these are Tesla glasses. They're not blue blockers that I'm wearing. These glasses actually take blue light and they actually transform the light into healing light. We don't want to block the light. We want to have healing light come into us. Okay. We're going to try this. We're going to take one more caller. And if it works out, it works out. And if not, it doesn't. Hello. Hi, can I help you?
Hello, Dr. Wolfe.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question with the glasses. I watched the part 1 and part 2 the other day, and you mentioned how wearing glasses outside and contacts and that stuff is very detrimental to your eyes. For those of us who have poor eyesight and need to, in order to see properly and drive and function throughout the day, with contacts, how do the Tesla glasses how do they work if you're wearing contacts under them? Do you still get the beneficial effects of wearing them?
You still can. Your contacts are going to work, and you get the beneficial. You get the benefits of the Tesla glasses as well. Yeah. So.
Okay, so
it's going to transform the blue light. It's going to transform it.
Okay, so it'll go through the contacts into the eyes, still under the retina, and still give you everything you need as if you were just wearing them normally.
That's correct. Well, as much as it can do, your contacts are actually blocking some of the healing rays. We already know that. The only way that you're going to get everything that the sun has to offer is to go out and at least do 20 minutes of sun gazing, if you can, without the contacts or without your glasses on. Okay, like when I go outside, I wouldn't wear these glasses. I wear these as sunglasses if I need them. Like if I'm driving and there's glare coming in, I would wear these. But if there's not glare and I'm not under blue light, then I'm not going to wear these, because nothing takes the place of the sun. And these are used to alter that. But if you're outside and you're using these as sunglasses, oh man, they feel so good. But at the same time, we do need to not have the glasses on. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I was.
So you don't
wearing because I would.
You don't.
Being that most of us work in front of a screen all day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you know what? You can do that. You can use your contacts, and if you wear these glasses, and you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, you can get blue blockers, but they're not going to make you feel like this. I'm going to tell you, when you put on these Tesla glasses, and I'm going to tell you something else too. They're overpriced. Okay? That's what happens when you own the patent to something, right? We sell these glasses, but I will tell you, if I had my choice, they'd be cheaper. I'm not sure why they're so expensive. I will tell you that they're worth every nickel, even though they're very expensive. They are, compared to, but not when you're looking at stylish glasses. Like, a friend of mine just bought a pair of, what do you call those? Maui Jims, right? He paid $300 for them, right? So these are $400. These are 400. So,
Sure.
so you know, I will tell you these are worth $400 every day of the week. Now, did it cost them that? But these are fluorine lenses. Now, this is technology from Tesla. There's Fibonacci frequencies in this, and you'll see it. You'll feel it. When you put these glasses on, you could be even in the house, or you could even be outside with regular, like with just even real sunlight. Right away, you're going to feel a calmness come over your whole body. Because we have to understand that everything is frequency, and your eyes, okay, don't see anything. Your eyes only accept, their job is to accept the light and slow it down, because you slow down the light energy because it travels at the speed of light, right? And you slow down the light energy. That concentrated energy then it goes into the eyes to help to create what we call matter, the chemicals, the hormones, to help to create the matter that helps to create our physical body. But your eyes don't see anything. Your brain does. And that's why that most people don't understand is that the damage that they're actually experiencing in their eyes is coming because the brain is actually causing the damage. Not as far as cataracts go, okay, as far as that haziness that they see, because the brain is trying to cover and put a coating on the eyes, okay, so that it can protect the brain against the blue light. So that's where most cataracts come from.
It's a defense mechanism. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, the whole thing is, guess what? Every disease has a defense mechanism in the human body. And it actually, people don't see it that way. And I just mean this in the best way possible. I don't know if there is a best way, but the medical system teaches us to attack disease, but you shouldn't attack disease. You should ask yourself why the body is creating that specific disease in that specific part of the body. And if you understood body talk, and if you actually were conscious of the things you did throughout your day, then you'd understand exactly why. Have you ever heard of German New Medicine? Take a look.
I can't say I have.
Okay, well, take a look at German New Medicine. I'm going to do an actual show on it in about 8 weeks. And German New Medicine, okay, this is not a theory. This is science, okay. And the reality is this: is that what you focus on and your emotions will actually cause inflammation in different parts of the brain, because different parts of the brain are responsible for different emotions and different chemicals related to that. So if you're having negative emotions and that create inflammation, you'll actually have inflammation, and then you'll actually have damage to that part of the brain. And then you can actually do an x-ray and see damage in that part of the brain, and then you can actually, without asking the person, you can tell them the condition that they actually have, or the type of cancer they actually have. Because first it becomes a brain problem before it becomes a body problem. Because your brain is the alchemist, it's the chemist. It's the chemist that makes up the hormones, and the brain will distribute the hormones, okay, and different chemicals depending on the thoughts and beliefs you have and what your focus is on during that day. Because you know the old saying is, you become what you believe, you become what you focus on. And the lens of your eye will determine on what you focus on, determining on the beliefs you have.
Sure.
Yeah. But as far as your context,
I find it. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to comment and say it's. I find it fitting that Tesla glasses. It was Nikola Tesla, I believe. Who one of his quotes is something along the lines of, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, vibration." So, yeah.
Yeah, and this is
it all ties together.
This is his technology in the glasses, and it's also in what we call a bioptron light.
Sure.
And with the fluorine lens, the fluorine lens that's in here, we use that in a bioptron light, and that light will actually, once we changed over to the fluorine in the light, it was actually able to penetrate into the bone. So now the light can go right into the bone of the body. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But look,
very interesting.
It's like this,
Well, if there's another caller, I'll free it up for you. But
yeah, if you decide to try them and you don't think they work for you, just send them back. All right, we have another call.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Wolfe.
Okay.
Thank you for all you do.
Okay.
God bless.
You. God bless you, sir. Do we have another caller? Hi, caller. Can you turn
Hello?
Can you turn off your computer or turn it down?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Hi. I had a question on this. Like, just does this Tesla glasses help with cataracts?
Okay. All right. Here we go. And I want to make this as logical as possible. All right. The reality is this: if and I mean this. So you can find somebody else if you want to buy them from someone else or go somewhere else or do whatever you want to do. But the reality is that everybody needs these glasses. I don't know of anything better, and if there is, I'm going to leave and buy them. Do you understand? I'm just going to go and sell that. If I could find something better, I would do it. Now, the reality is this, that wherever there's blue light, which means in a mall, airport, in your children's school, okay, on TV, watching the TV, playing their games, on their phones, okay, going to movies, in your own house, you have blue light, LED lighting. So when you're doing, what was your question again? Would it help?
Does Tesla, do they help with cataracts?
Well, first of all, did you hear what I said to the gentleman?
Like
Did you hear what I said to him? That cataracts are caused because of blue light? Okay. Now, you can have other inflammation in your body. If you've got an inflammatory diet, your eyes are going to be punished just as much as the rest of your body. But it's blue light that sets them on fire. I mean, blue light is a weapon. And it's a weapon to the eyes. It destroys the eyes. End of story. So if you're taking, so if I'm wearing these glasses, and I want to ask you the question, then you tell me. If I'm wearing these Tesla glasses and it takes blue light and it turns that blue light and makes it into healing light, would that help against cataracts?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now if I'm wearing these glasses when I'm around blue light, and you know what? You're going to go, what are you talking about? I got to wear blue light in my house? Well, unless you want to get natural lighting in your house, okay? Or unless you don't have to have these glasses on during the day, do you, when you're in your house? So at nighttime, if you've got all kinds of LED lighting on in your house, then you're going to have to wear these glasses. There's no way around it. And guess what? When you start getting the headaches, okay, and when your throat hurts, when your neck hurts, okay, and when your eyes are burning, or when you're saying, oh, wow, I just feel so burnt out and exhausted, what do you think it is from? I've got people coming into me and they do juicing and they eat organically, but they don't get this. They actually have a totally organic diet. They're on different supplements. They exercise and they work in front of a computer. Did you know that this is the first, your children are the first generation to do 8 hours a day of blue light? 8 hours a day.
Wow.
That is how much a child gets blue light every day. And I'm not talking about the lights in your house. I'm talking about their cell phone. I'm talking about their games, talking about their iPad, and I'm talking about their TV. And between that and the computer at school or the iPad, they are getting an average of 8 hours a day. And that is every child going to school. Not every, but that's the average.
So
okay?
it's like, so that plus the lights that we have in our home, that is the LED light, which you just said. So that also contributes to having inflammation and eye problems.
Well, okay.
Is that correct?
Do you want to know something? Let me ask you a question. Did you ever watch any of the old movies? Did you ever watch any of the old movies where people were reading by candlelight and they're in their 80s and 90s?
Right.
Okay. Where were the cataracts then?
Right.
All right. Okay. So until incandescent lighting came, and all of that's when it really started. When incandescent lighting came, and then since then, It's just ramped itself up, hasn't it? It hasn't stopped. I mean, this is a dirty trick.
I wish. I mean, do you have an offer on these Tesla glasses? Because actually, they are expensive. Like even for children to be wearing them. I know if they're going to be careful of the older ones, because we cannot take away the exposure from school that they have to computers and stuff. A little can be monitored at home. So I just wanted to know if there is an offer on this and the Wi-Fi, and I don't know what exactly Wi-Fi is. I would want to know that as well.
I'll show you right now. Want to see it? Okay. So there's a Wi-Fi. All right. Let's see here. There's a Wi-Fi. Okay. And I brought it upstairs and I've got it on. Okay. So now a Wi-Fi, just to explain it to you, if you go on my website, okay, and you go to our Doc of Detox store, and then you click on the Wi-Fi. If you go to my website and you go to EMF/light, you'll see all the stuff with our EMF and with light that we use. And then the Tesla glasses are there too. But you just go on there and click. If you do that, you'll go to Wi-Fi. You'll see the interview I had with the inventor. And with ours, it's the only system in the world that doesn't try to force or push back 5G, okay? Doesn't try to push back the 5G, all right? What it does is it works off of scalar technology. Oh, who invented scalar technology? Oh, here he comes again, Tesla. Tesla invented scalar technology, the same guy who invented these lenses. I mean, he was only the smartest man that ever lived. You know, Einstein was receiving an award, and they called Einstein up, and they called him, and they said, yes, could Einstein please come to the front, the smartest man in the world? And he came up to the front and he goes, wow, is Nikola Tesla here? Because he is the smartest man in the world. And he was.
Okay.
And Einstein was very humble. Yeah.
So this Wi-Fi, what I'm getting is, correct me if I'm wrong, this basically takes off all the blue light. I mean, it reduces the harmful effect of the blue light and
5G. It neutralizes.
If you have a Wi-Fi at home, is that what it is?
Okay, it doesn't neutralize blue light, and it doesn't neutralize 5G. He can explain it better than I can, but what happens is, okay, do you know how structured water does not get rid of the harmful things, but it changes the frequency?
Right.
Okay. Now, hardly anybody can wrap their head around it, but that's what rain is. Why isn't the rain poisoning the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and every other organism when it comes down? I mean, it's even got glyphosate in it now from all the chemtrails. So what happens is the water gets structured, so the frequency changes. So it protects every living organism against even the rain that has the heavy metals and the chemicals in it. So what we do is with the Wi-Fi, is the Wi-Fi collapses the negative frequencies, all right? So there still exist. If you came into your home and you were to actually test to see if you have EMF in your home using a Wi-Fi, it wouldn't change the test at all. Why is it that we can, and we have a money-back guarantee on the Wi-Fi, so understand, nobody's going to get stuck with something. But why is it that when we can turn on a Wi-Fi, and if there's pets in the house, they calm down, okay? They're not as angry. Why is it when we turn on a Wi-Fi, children and even people that are a little bit more sensitive, okay, what's going on? I feel calm. I feel some peace come over me. Let me tell you, people will buy the Wi-Fi, all right? And then they will go somewhere else to someone else's house or go away from their home, and they won't be able to sleep that night. They'll come home and they'll be able to sleep. People will then take it, make sure they don't forget to leave home. They'll take the Wi-Fi, and even though they're sleeping somewhere strange, they'll sleep all night, even in a hotel room where the internet is so blasting. Look at, I'll tell you right now. And you know what? I just want to say this to everybody who's still watching. You know, that gentleman who tried to attack me about the Fulvic, I'm not the alchemist here. Okay, I do know that we have the highest quality of Fulvic in the world, and I want everybody to know I wasn't trying to push him off, but you could see he wanted to lock horns, okay, and attack me. And you know what? I'm not going to attack anyone. I'm not going to allow anyone to attack me because I love myself. And I'm not going to get into some kind of hate situation. So understand that when I talk about things and people do not, and if I don't have the correct answer and I'm not going to say it right, I'm not going to do it at that point. And nobody's going to make me speak when I can have somebody speak more intelligently than me. And that's why I have people speak for me who have created things and know how to develop things. Now with the Wi-Fi, I tested it out. You know, before I bought the Wi-Fi, I do lectures and I have to stay in hotels. Believe it or not, sometimes I go to a hotel and I will get migraines after the second or third day in hotels. And I eat well, I drink well, I just can't take it. And you know what? Why should I? You know, all that blue light and all that 5G that's in hotels, you know, if you're a healthy person, it's got to bother you. If you're somebody that's totally dumbed down and numbed out, of course it wouldn't bother you. But I'll tell you right now, I got one headache when I took my Wi-Fi with me. We actually had it in the big convention hall where I was lecturing. I would take it with me everywhere I went. I got one headache, not a migraine. And I would get a migraine for like 4 or 5 days. And I'd have to try to push through and do all my lectures. So that's proof for me, but it's not just me. We have not had one Wi-Fi come back. And if it does come back, it comes back. And the reality is we're never going to stick anybody with any new products. And you know what? I don't expect anybody to be able to wrap their head around any of the products, almost not any, but a lot of products I sell. Because all the products that I sell, I try to get things that are higher in frequency, right? Because it's all about the frequency. So if you don't understand that we are light energy frequency beings, then you're going to have a lot of trouble with my products. But anyways, the Wi-Fi does not push back on the 5G. There's a lot of products out there and they say they work and they don't work. This one here, I will tell you something. It will neutralize the negative effects of 5G and the blue light in the whole house, but not in your eyes. Not the blue light. It will not do it. It will not do it. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. If somebody buys these glasses, buys the Wi-Fi, or buys a cell guard from us or a bodyguard, and they don't like it, they can return it. Full money back. You know what? Let's put it this way. Just because it's new doesn't make it a lie. And just because everybody does it doesn't make it the truth. Any other questions?
Okay. Sorry?
Any other questions?
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, this cell guard and bodyguard is again the same thing. It neutralizes. That's what you said for the rest of the things, right?
It doesn't neutralize. Now with the cell guard, we are, what we're doing is we're harmonizing. We're trying to harmonize the frequency coming off the cell phones. We'll have all our information up there. It's all up there. You just have to go to cell guard. And with the bodyguard, it's actually putting out an electrical pulse. Okay, so they work differently. Okay. Every one of the devices I have, they don't work the same. They work differently. It's just the ones that I picked the ones that I believe in, okay? As much as, I mean, the ones that I believe in and the ones that I've tried that I really feel like they work.
Okay. And is there a special offer on this? Because I thought I heard that when you were doing this 5G Toxicity Part 1, I thought you said there's an offer on all these products.
I will tell you something.
Is it still on?
I will tell you something. You know what? The Wi-Fi, we have an excellent offer on it. Like it's like let me see. It's like 1/3 less the price. So, and
okay.
the cell guard's only $39 anyways. So. And we kept it at a really low price, and that's for your phone, okay? And then the bodyguard, okay, we do not have a sale on the bodyguard, okay? But on the Tesla glasses,
I'll check that out. Like I'll check out Wi-Fi as well.
It was,
and I wanted to ask you about this we have a security system at home. So what problem we were facing was like the when we would switch off the Wi-Fi at night, the security system would go off, and then we had to change it. And I managed to tell those people that we don't want the Wi-Fi on, which was very weird to them because they've never heard of anybody switching off their Wi-Fi at night. So we were the weird ones. And then they had an option of cellular, to have a cellular at night. So I just wanted to ask, I don't know what exactly that is, but he said that you can have your Wi-Fi off at night, but the cellular thing will be there, which will let the security system be operating at night. So I don't know what this is like. Does it still mean that there is EMF coming in, or is this safe?
I don't know.
I just want to know if you have any idea about it.
Well, I don't understand. It has to be some type of EMF. Maybe it's a 5G, working off a 5G satellite.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'll have to probably check with him.
Yeah. And why do you want your defense system on? Why do you want your defense system on at night?
That's usually what everybody has it on. Like we had this, so I have no problem with having it off, but that's the time when people have their security systems on. Like,
well, I can see having it on when you leave.
Or,
when you go away from home, if you want to have it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is how often do people really break into people's homes, right? Like when people are in there. I mean, I see it, they do it a lot in the movies. I'm not telling you not to do it, because if you need to feel secure, do it. But I've never had a defense system on at nighttime. I think I am the defense system. So, but the thing is that if you're fearful, then you're gonna then I understand. Then do it. But I'm gonna tell you something. Everything smart TV
makes sense to me. I mean,
I know, but smart alarm systems. That's a smart alarm system. So smart alarm systems are really dumb for your health. Smart TVs, smartphones, smart refrigerator, all of these are 5G. All these new things are 5G. Refrigerator, stoves, Alexis, all of this stuff.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, all of it. Anything that you can communicate with
so that
is not good,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know all
I'm
this.
glad I've been wanting to ask this question from a long time. I don't know. I found something fishy about the cellular thing, but I wasn't sure what it is. So.
Well, you know what? I'm not exactly sure, but I guarantee it's not good for you. Okay, all right. I guarantee it's not. It's not health. It's not going to be healthy for you.
So thank you about that. And I had a question about ionic calcium. Is it okay if I ask in this 5G?
Yes, it is. It's fine. It's
sure.
fine.
Or do I need to call otherwise?
No. Go ahead. You can ask. It's fine. There's nobody calling right now.
Okay.
And I was here to answer questions about the 5G and blue light. And if when we get a caller, I'll move on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This about the ionic calcium, the Merigen is the strongest one, right?
It goes first Merigen, then it goes the Alzagen, okay, and then from the Alzagen it goes the Cardigen, and then from the Cardigen it goes to the Dentagen, and then it goes to the Megagen, and then it goes to Ozo Junior.
Okay, so the thing is, Merigen, like you had said that it'll help my father with Parkinson's, and I've been wanting to take a supply, 3-month supply with me. So in case of cancer, like you had said, it has helped with cancer patients as well.
Well, what it does, okay, we know that.
So I just wanted...
One second.
Yeah.
So we know that when you have a balanced calcium and you restore the calcium back to the bones, and you bring up your rate of calcium ions that are flowing through the body, it creates pH balance in the cells, and it decalcifies the mitochondria. Now, what would happen you took a product that did all this. Well, that product is going to be heading towards harmony, correct? Right. So if it's harmonizing the cells right down to the cellular level, then we know that if you create harmony back into a cell, then it can't be in a disease state, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, okay, so like in case if somebody, like I have a friend whose mom has, like they've been told that she has the last stage of cancer. So they've stopped all the chemotherapy and everything, and she's much more peaceful after stopping it. So I just wanted to let her know about this thing. So what exactly can I tell her, like, because she could take it for her mom?
Well, let's tell it like it is, okay? And the reality is, it will give her more peace. It will help to calm her system down. It'll bring down inflammation. It'll calm her nervous system, right? It'll calm the brain,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Because it's going to work towards, again, creating harmony throughout her body. Now, you know,
Okay.
I've seen
Right.
people that have been given a very bleak, you know, future, that have taken this product and turned it around. But I won't tell you that, you know, somebody who is in stage 4 and has gone through chemo, which is very toxic, that anything is going to help.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what, I had a lady say to me, you know, Dr. Wolfe, I believe that if I don't do chemo, I'm going to die. I said, you need to do chemo. If you believe in chemo, you do chemo. But you know what? The reality is this. I don't want to get way off track here, but the reality is we don't know ourselves. We don't know our true authentic self. We don't, you know, do you know, we're here and if on this planet to grow. But if you're not willing to transform now, I mean, you'll transform back to your spirit being when you leave this planet. But, you know, we haven't even started our transformation. We don't realize how important and how powerful we are, but how important we are to that created the universe. That created the universe loves us crazy, and wants us to have everything. But until you believe that you can have everything and that you can create everything for yourself. So I see cancer patients all the time. I see cancer patients that have been given days to live and they go, I know I have the power to heal myself. I've seen patients that should not. Listen, I'll tell you something right now. I just got a text on my phone. I could show you. I got a text on my phone just 3 hours ago from a friend of mine who knows a patient that I've been working with, and a really beautiful girl. And I'm going to just say this because nobody knows her, but she was physically raped, okay, and abused by her husband, and then basically kicked out of the house, and they have children, and that broke her heart. And there's no reason for her to have passed on. But I've been working with her for probably about a month or 6 weeks. But you could tell the sadness. She was broken right down as deep as you could be broken. And I tried to tell her, you know, like after about 2 or 3 weeks of doing our protocol and being on the Ionic calcium, she started getting up and walking around, and she started getting more energy. And right away she gets her mother wants to get a wheelchair. And I said, what are you doing? Get a walker. And you've got to, you know, I mean, people, they leave because they have a broken heart. You know, they leave because they can't find their spirit anymore. You got to feed the spirit if you want to heal the body. So you got to know who you are. But we don't know who we are. We actually believe the body can't heal itself, because why wouldn't we? I mean, think about it. How often do you freak out when your children are sick? I bet you freak right out. Most mothers freak out. And if they're, you know, before the AMA came along, people would heal themselves. They would allow nature to heal them. Now we freak out and run to the doctors and we put our kids on drugs right away. I mean, we've lost faith.
Right.
We say we have faith in God, but then we don't have faith. What is that? You either know who you are, you know what you're capable of, and if you don't, then you're in trouble.
Right. So, in case of Parkinson's, like even if a person is broken heart, like probably for him to see himself progress, I'm sure the Marigen will help him out. I'm talking about my dad. And actually, he's had a fall just recently, and he's fractured. He's got a hairline fracture on his left hip, and he's quite deteriorated in pain. So I was wondering if Marigen, is it possible that it can be sent to India? Because I will be traveling, but I still have a month, and I was wondering if it can be sent there. He could be healing faster that way. I have asked my sister to apply peppermint oil every hour, and she's got pain away as well, so she could do the pain away too, right?
And what about DMSO? Do you have DMSO? Because the DMSO will really increase the circulation.
Yeah, she does have that.
But don't put the DMSO and the peppermint on at the same time. It's too much energy. So, maybe just, put a little dab.
So then what does she do?
1 second, please. A little dab on the end of her finger, and only use a little bit of it, and put it where the fracture is in the pain. And then maybe about a half an hour later, she can start putting on, or even 20 minutes later, start using the pain away. Okay, start using essential oils around the area. But the DMSO maybe only 3 times a day, and then she should be putting essential oils on her, getting your father to do that every 15, 20 minutes. It's not going to hurt him. And okay. And the other thing is, if you're I believe in the Marigen. Okay, but let me tell you something. This is a product that nobody thought could ever get invented, and it's totally non-toxic, and it's just amazing, just totally amazing. I feel so blessed, and so humbled to even have this product in my arsenal to help people. But the thing is with your father. Again, you're looking at, if you wanted it for your father, you're looking at two large bottles every month, right? So every 4 weeks, 2 large bottles.
I will be there for 2 months. So I want at least a 3-month stock. So I don't know how much will I need to take. And is it possible to send it just now to India if I send the address?
Okay.
Even before I go, so that healing is faster.
Okay. 1 second. So 7 bottles. Make sure you have enough of it. Okay. And then call in and then just talk to Lindsay or Lori, and and they'll send it out. Okay. Okay,
send it out. Okay. Yeah.
They'll send it out.
So this thing, can I just clarify this? You said a little bit of DMSO maybe in the morning, first thing in the morning, can be applied on the area where he's got the fracture. And actually, he's hurt his arm very badly as well. So he's asked to have bed rest for 3 weeks, and the arm will also take a lot of time to heal. Fracture is on his hip. So DMSO should be applied on his fracture, and then you're saying after 15, 20 minutes, do the pain away?
Yes.
And do it every 15 minutes?
Every 15 minutes to a half an hour. If his skin starts to become a little irritated, put some coconut oil on and give it a break, and don't do any more DMSO, just do the pain away. And if it still stays red, just give it a day to relax. Just don't overdo it. If you notice his skin starting to get a little bit of red, back off, use your common sense. You're not going to hurt him, but just use your common sense so you don't create too much blood flow there and then create red skin, so then you have to stop for a day. It's better to just, that's as much as you would do it. Maybe you're going to do it once an hour. Even once an hour, putting the pain away on is fine. And then just a little DMSO 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, night.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll let her know that, and I'll get in touch with Lori then for the Marigen. Okay. And just one last thing, in case of arthritis, person with severe arthritis, like the Marigen, like my aunt has it, like, and she's a medical doctor, like she's a gynecologist. So I wanted to tell her about this thing, like what can I tell her, like
Tell her about what?
how will it help her?
What to watch? What? No, why don't you get her to watch the Truth About Calcium video? Just get her to watch the Truth About Calcium.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other thing
Okay.
is she can watch. There's 4 videos up there. They're all scientific. They're all scientific. You know, we have thousands of X-rays, thousands of blood tests. Okay, so there's more information than you could even believe. Okay, when it comes to this product, and if somebody says that this isn't going to work, they don't know what they're talking about. All they got to do is go to PubMed. Go to PubMed and read the science about ionic calcium, ions of calcium. Ions of calcium do over 100,000 things every second in the human body. And after the age of 35, you don't break your calcium down properly and make calcium properly. And what you do is you calcify the the mitochondria, so now your ATP is not made properly. And that's why we get old. That's why we get old fast. Look at, you know, I do the Marigen. I always will do the Marigen. It's the strongest one. I'll do it for the rest of my life. And you know what? When I pass from this earth, I'll have the bone structure of a 35-year-old, but also I have the health of one too. You know what? I'll be 63. I'll be 63 in a few weeks. I'll be 63. So the reality is this.
Wow.
Yeah, do I look 63? Do I act 63? Wait till I'm 73, 83, 93. I'm not going to look too much different. You're going to know I'm aging, but heck, I'm okay with aging. I know where I'm going. Doesn't matter to me. You know what? You either know what you're doing or you have fear, doubt, and worry because you're not in control.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can just forward the videos, like the ones you've done with ionic calcium. That's what you're saying, right?
Well, you can do the Truth About Calcium first. Then she can watch the slideshow that Jay Lee did. He did a 2-hour slideshow. He showed all the science of many different medical doctors and researchers using this, proof from all over the world. You know what? It's like this, okay? Yeah, some people just aren't going to believe it because it doesn't fit into their portfolio. End of story. All right? Give Lori or Lindsay a call.
Okay.
Okay?
Right, I'll do that. Thank you
right.
so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a beautiful day. We have another caller. Good day, caller.
Hello, Doc. This here's me. I just called to say I'm sorry for that.
All right. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. And you know, this is a show about honor.
I just didn't like him attacking you like that.
We can't go there.
I'm sorry.
This is a show about honor and integrity, and that's where it needs to stay. Okay, I don't even want to talk about that. All right, and you know what? I live for that. You know, I don't mind him attacking me. Do you want to know something? I get attacked all the time. Let me tell you something. I'm going to embrace being different. Okay, I'm going to stand out because I want to be outstanding, and I want my patients to have outstanding health. If I wasn't different, let me make this perfectly clear. I decided to do this, and he is allowed to attack me. Just how long? That's about as long as I was going to allow him. But we will not attack him. Okay? His beliefs are his beliefs. They don't match mine, and mine do not match his. That is the way this planet is. Our beliefs are not going to match each other. But for God's sakes, can we just love each other? And can we stop calling each other names? And you know what? The problem was he didn't want to give me time to actually give him the scientific data. And I wanted to actually get someone to give him that science and show it to him. And I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to do it on my terms. He wasn't going to hijack my show just because he has something against me. And that's okay. I don't care if the whole world has something against me. I love the whole world anyways. Because you know what? Guess what? You know, why do we need to hurt each other? Why do we need to hurt each other? We need to love each other. Let's not say anything bad about
You're
this.
right, Doc.
No, we're not going to talk anymore about this gentleman. You know what? Whoever he is, I send him love, and I will also give him proof that we have the best Volvic in the world. And you heard what I said, and I will prove it. And I will put it up on Facebook like I told him.
Well,
And I will actually tape it and put it on one of my shows and give it to him. And that's the reality. Or I'll get Joshua to actually do it, and I'll put it right with the Volvic on my website, because guess what? If I'm going to sell something to people, they have the right to ask me about things, and they have the right to challenge me, but it's how they do it. And that's the end of it. So I don't want to talk about it anymore, except this, that everybody out there, okay, let's just think about where we came from, and that we are all family, and we came down to play this game, and we can all be nice about it. Okay? All right. Thank you.
that's right.
All right. Thank
Well,
you.
on that note of your Fulvic, would you let me say that your Fulvic eye drops have healed my mom of her glaucoma pressure after 4 failed surgeries, drilling holes in her eyes. No, the pressure just kept rising, and your Fulvic eye drops did the trick.
Well, thank you. And God bless. Thank you, sir. All right. So, you know, it's what we do. It's what we do, okay, when somebody does attack us. Do we attack back with a knee-jerk reaction? No, we don't, okay? We don't do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. And you know what? I don't blame people too. I mean, you know what? You know, if you were to look at the majority of the population, and then you look at the way I live, the way I talk, you know, I stir up people. And, you know, I'm probably, you know, there's going to be attacks, and I know not everybody's going to like what I have to say, because if my beliefs don't match other people's beliefs, then it could stir things up. But you know what? That's the beauty of this planet. I love that there's so many different colors of people, and so many nationalities, and so many of everything. There's 1,500 different religions, you know, and everybody says they're right. Well, you know what? Everybody is right. You get to come down here and you get to make up your story. The reality of this is that we grow consciously, and we learn to love ourselves and love others. And you know, I don't know. All I can say is you know, I have gratitude. I have gratitude that I exist. And, you know, I think we all have to think about that. We're very lucky to exist. Yeah. Anyways, I'm off topic. So the reality of this whole thing is that we know that blue light and 5G is not good. We know that if you have the opportunity, please buy a house where the sun rises and you get the morning sun so that you can sun gaze. And if you can get the sun setting and sun gaze again, you've got a double whammy. Okay, take your clothes off as much as possible and nourish yourself with the sun. Okay, that is so important. You know, be with people that fill you full of sun. You know, make sure that you go into nature as much as possible. Don't make artificial intelligence your pastime. If you do, you're going to pass your time away. You're going to pass your health away. And that's truly, truly the bottom line. Don't let them do it to you. Look at it. This is called the harvest period. And I know you don't believe me, but between blue light and 5G and glyphosate and everything else we can get ourselves in trouble with, okay, it's not a pretty situation over the next 10 to 20 years. It isn't. I think in the next 5 years, we're going to have a total tsunami of disease. I mean, we already have one. We already know that almost 90% of the population has a chronic disease. 90%, 9 out of 10 people have a chronic illness of some sort. But we don't even look at chronic illness as an illness anymore because everybody has it. you know, intelligence is not how long you go to school. All right? Okay? There's a lot of people that have a lot of information stuffed in their head, but it can be dangerous. I mean, let's have the wisdom to know that, okay, that we are light energy beings and that we need the right light and the right energy coming into us. So we have to make healthy choices like organic food, structured water, okay, being around the right people, right? Having natural lighting in our house. If you have the choice, move out to the country, right? If you have a job that doesn't make you have to be right in the city, you know, the more concentrated the city, okay, with people means the more concentrated with blue light and 5G. And that is the true reality, okay? So you know what? You can check out our website. Go to EMF /light and check out some of the products that we have when it comes to creating beautiful energy in your body and for helping to protect your body and turn that negative light or that negative frequency into something that will be more passive for the body. I really don't think that corporations and the systems out there are actually giving this any thought except the bottom line. And the bottom line is you matter and your questions matter. And I hope to see you on another show. And if you want, you can call me at the office. Our number is 855-900-4544. And my extension is number 5. So if you ever want to call, you can call me. I will get back to you. Sometimes I have more calls than I need. Not need, but I can handle. Need at that time. And I just want to say to everyone here, God bless, and do what's good for you and your family, and really give it some thought. All right, and just know this: it's all about natural, and it's all about nature, and it's all about loving ourselves and loving others. God bless. Have a good evening. If you're looking for life-saving and life-changing information, well, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Stay connected.